All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to this Cold Cast presentation. I'm a casting host, Beef, bringing you day 2 of Dreamhack Summer 2013. Should be an absolutely fantastic day. Starting off with another great match. stayGreen EU going to be taking on iTS. It's Showtime. The Russians with something to prove here. Still looking for their first win. While stayGreen EU is making this, well, their chance to keep on going, already in the top spot at 4-0, the only team left undefeated after day 1. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what they have here. Sender is not going to be joining me, at least right away, for this game. Unfortunately, he is experiencing some technical issues, and he's trying to get his sound figured out. Wasn't able to get sound going on Skype, and well, he's trying to get that figured out, and hopefully he'll be able to join up here in the middle of the game or something. But don't want to be doing this solo too long, and I know you guys do appreciate his competitive insights, so we'll hope to get him on in. But taking a look at the game at hand, both of these teams really did want to make this a relatively fast game. sG.EU saying, come on, we want to go watch SG versus Cole, and iTS, they're just wanting to make something happen as well. Way up top, though, Keeper of the Forest Ophelia going to be banned out by the Legion team, whereas Andromeda Swiftblade banned out by the Hellborn. And we have taken a look at this lock pool. Tempest Balfagor going to be coming out of stayGreen, and they had mentioned they want to do a push strategy right here. Warbeast and Zephyr going to be coming out from iTS before SG finishes with the Flux, and Torture going to be joining the pool from ITS's side. First pick coming out was, in fact, Demented Shaman. That one, along with Polyog Priest, and now Tempest, definitely a push-oriented team. The Bird possibly going to finish up here for SG, and yes, it certainly will. I don't know. I was reading chat before the game, and they were saying, you know, first team to push down a tier 3 tower wins. They were saying something along the lines of, we're going to take top lane, you guys go bottom lane, and we just push until the game is over. So I don't know, there might be some kind of crazy strategies coming out of these teams. Both of them going to go extremely push heavy in this circumstance. Tempest, Polyog Priest, Demented Shaman, Zephyr, and Rally versus a Pyromancer, Wild Soul, Balfagor, Warbeast, and Soul Reaper. Oh my god, I don't know that I've seen this many pushing heroes on 2 separate teams ever. So looking forward to seeing what these two can bring to the table, and really who's going to have the stronger push, who's going to have the stronger lanes. Of course, sG.EU, they want to make sure that they're not taking any risks, even if they are screwing around a little bit here. They don't want to take too many risks and risk sullying that perfect record right now. They would like to exit the group stage with a perfect record, but they've still got a few more difficult opponents, notably going to be Myth-S2Y and stayGreen later on today. So SG versus sG.EU, going to be an interesting matchup to watch. Metal Man going to be just sitting on regen and a shield, no mana regen, anything like that. And once again, we see Love and Stuff sitting on the Ring of the Teacher and double mana potion build. As Sender pointed out yesterday, this is definitely an older type build. Normally do go for the hatchet, especially since the change to the hatchet about 1.5 years ago that allows you to throw it at a creep to do damage. It's simply a great investment when you are there on that jungle type hero. Oh man, I got in contact yesterday with Crowslaw of the Honcast/Han Tour writing team, and he's actually the stats man. Normally does stats write-ups for most Han Tour type things, and he's doing stuff for Dreamhack as well. And somebody had said, hey, it would be great if you had some kind of stats and stuff. And well, that's what he's doing for me right now. Gonna go ahead and drop the stat bomb. Can't have it come up on the screen. Production's not that fancy, but Balfagor's earliest push in recorded competitive play is 2 minutes and 30 seconds. We'll see if Metal Man can go ahead and break that. Oh my god. This is actually a 5-man mid strategy here from ITS. Balfagor is here. They are actually going to try to break that. The defensive tower already going to be taking pressure. This is insane. This is Russian Han at its best. The tower already at half-life, so we're about to break that record. Bottom lane Limp is going to push out this creep wave and start working on the bottom tower himself. And this is now a 1 minute tower. 56 seconds. A deny coming in from Fitsky, though. So a good job from Demented Shaman. Gotta let Crowslaw say, not anymore, in response to that record. Oh, this is pretty insane. Pretty insane. Metal Man gonna summon up those creeps as Wild Soul. And Warbeast just use their minions as well. Tempest is trying to hold this one off, and of course, Zephyr there, only level 2 though. And he's not really going to be doing a whole lot. And up in the top lane, Rally is going to be pulling this wave. This is a great way to do it in the long lane, is to actually just consistently pull. Middle lane though, Pyromancer will go down at the hands of Minut, Fitsky, and Haxerin. Looks like he just got a little bit too close to the tower right there. This game is just, it's out of control at this point. Zephyr and Demented Shaman and Tempest are going to try to hold this off, and recall that there's 0 stuns available with the Pyromancer dead, so there's absolutely no danger whatsoever here for Haxerin and Fitsky. They can get as close to this lane as possible, and Demented Shaman definitely has the strong anti-push in combination with Zephyr, so this second tower probably isn't going to go down too fast, and I certainly don't see them being able to break the base. In the other lanes, you have Polywog Priest, and you have Rally actually doing a great job at getting their lanes under control, putting pressure on the towers while still making sure to get the experience and last hits on those creeps to make sure the experience and gold lead doesn't get too big. A gust backward here as the Glacial Blasts are going to be used onto Soul Reaper, but the tower likely going to go down. Metal Man taking a lot of pressure, but tower is going to drop. Denied once again. Fitsky out of control here with Demented Shaman. 52 to 64 damage on DS, but doing work, that's for certain. Tempest gonna take a Dragonfire stun, but the Glacial Blasts will catch out Bless, and he will go down. So 2 towers down, 2 towers denied though, and already a 4,000 experience lead, just 3.5 minutes into the game. Polywog Priest farming on top of the tower in the bottom lane, and it looks like the Helmborn team is going to rotate up top. A level 5 Rally is going to be their opposition up here. Or maybe they're not even going to rotate. Maybe they're just going to go and get rid of the 5-man Han. Warbeast and Wild Soul going to start the push while Soul Reaper holds up the anti-push here in mid. Balthagor and Pyromancer join them up top, so they're definitely going to keep going. And yeah, Soul Reaper is going to move, so they're going for the complete and total push strategy. And if they are able to get items somehow, this strategy can work. The problem is that they've just had 2 towers denied. Each one of those denies represents essentially about 1,000 gold denied to the opposing team. But this tower should go down very quickly. Demented Shaman, Zephyr, and Tempest are still not there. They're instead going to be in the middle lane, doing the anti-push of their own. Polywog Priest, as soon as he hits 6, has dropped the wards on top of this bottom defensive tower, and this one will drop. So sG.EU able to trade 2 for 1 in towers here. Not going to get any of those denied either. And there it is, but the tier 2 tower now going to be in trouble. Seismic Slam actually cleans up 1, almost getting Wild Soul as well. Zai going real hard. And is he going to be able to just walk away? There should be no way that he can just walk out of there, but yes, he's going to hit the side shop, and I guess you can dive 1v5 when nobody has boots on the opposing team and they have only 1 stun. sG.EU continuing to pressure up the middle and bottom lanes. Probably going to be able to trade 1 right here. Rally going to come back in with a compel, finishing off Balthagor. Zai is a 1-man army on Rally. He's going to get blocked out and killed eventually here. But Warbeast might die as well. He's stuck on the creeps. 2 more auto attacks from the tower. And no, he's barely going to survive using the plated greaves making sure to keep him alive. The tier 2 tower middle goes down before it does in the bottom lane. There we go. Nova getting credit for that one, and now they're probably going to rotate onto Polywog Priest. So 6 minutes into this game, we already have 7 tower kills. This is actually pretty insane. I don't know, Crows, you got to get me a stats on most amount of tower kills at 10 minutes in or something, dude. Oh, this is a pretty crazy game. Both of these teams just having some fun. iTS, pretty clear that their run in Dreamhack is going to be going into that loser's bracket. There's nothing they can do about it at this point, so they're just having fun, essentially, from this point. And looks like Sender is actually around.
Hello?
Sender. Hey,
Can you hear
Sender.
me?
Yes, we can hear you. We're live here as well, so
Yeah, I'm gonna join the game.
you're
Oh,
gonna
wow.
be you're gonna be interested to see what's going on here.
Wow, 143,000 people on Han right now. It's quite a big number we got going on.
That is, but Sender, I gotta tell you about this game, dude. It's 7 minutes in, and there's 9 towers dead.
Interesting. Interesting.
There's a base push going on here. Polywog Priest gonna drop
I see
those
that.
wards.
I'm on your stream.
Yeah, it's getting pretty crazy now. And
Mine is...
there's no anti-push here from the Hellborn team. They are going to show up, but this is level 3 and 4 heroes. Wild Soul going to try to clean up these wards, and it looks like they will repel the Legion push. Oh man, I don't know, man. This is pretty insane, to say the least. Both teams, they talked about it before the game, and they just said, "Let's make this a quick push game."
Oh.
I don't know. Like they kind of agreed on it, and then both drafted pushing teams. iTS went 5 mid, dropped the first tower at 56 seconds into the game. And then of course Rally and Polywog Priest both took down their lane solo, getting the big experience. Zai was able to pick off 2 kills by himself, 1v5. Because he was a level 5 Rally versus level 2s. Or level 6 Rally, excuse me.
Interesting.
But looks like the Russians are going to head down into the bottom lane now and try to take out this tier 1 tower. I don't know.
I might be loaded into the game. Yes, I am.
Great. Great. We finally got you in here. Glad that you were able to work out those technical issues. I was a little bit scared that I was going to have to solo cast all day.
Yeah, so I don't know, man. My headset just like started to not work on me like 2 seconds before the start time.
Unfortunately.
And I thought it was at first I thought it was my computer. Then I thought it was my sound card. And then Beef made up the brilliant idea to try out my other headset that Sound Blaster gave me that I won.
Oh, there you go. Always nice to have backups. Defensive tower in the bottom going to drop. That's 6 now for iTS. So they're evening up the gold lead a little bit, but still desperately behind in experience. And they have to go for base right here. Is that correct?
Can they go for base? I mean,
I don't think they can, but
I feel like
Balfagor gonna summon those minions. There's a Typhoon, and Balfagor Metal Man gonna drop. Pyromancer already very low on HP. There's the Hex and the Ward Trap onto Warbeast. Warbeast gonna go down. Pyro and Soul Reaper Wild Soul gonna have to back up. The Gust gonna catch out Warbeast, and Zephyr is gonna apply Chase. Gonna dodge the Phoenix Wave. Middle lane though, Zai is able to take out a set of racks with the assistance of Minuts. They're gonna grab the defensive tower in the bottom lane. Zephyr is able to get a kill onto Pyromancer. Is this game actually gonna be over here in a second?
Well, the thing is, the heroes are so low level, they're just gonna respawn and respawn and respawn, so Zai's just gonna have to keep killing them.
I don't know what to say about this game anymore, Sender. Like, I actually don't.
I mean, Nova is 2,000 gold from the Sword of the High. You know, that's a big comeback item. Once he gets that, and then he finishes the mock, their late game potential will increase by, you know, 600%.
Balfagor taking pressure at the hands of Rally and Tempest. The Compel finishes him off. Phoenix Wave, Dragonfire could be used by Pyromancer to try to clear out some creeps. And we do have some new stats coming in from Crowslaw. 7 towers by stayGreen at the 10-minute mark was the previous record, so we busted that one right open, as well as a 12-minute and 43-second Rax being our fastest Well, got a 10-minute double racks here. Although Rally going to take a lot of pressure, will get out of there. Records all over the place with Pee-wee's record, stayGreen's record broken, and then stayGreen's pushing record broken here as well.
Yeah, I mean, stayGreen are just being losers. You know, their records keep getting broken this weekend.
Oh no.
No, Pyromancer, no.
He's gonna hold on to the Typhoon. Actually doesn't have it for another 5 seconds.
Are both their PCs auto-updating and nobody cares? Okay.
I think that might be a thing. Bless doesn't want to pause. I mean, is this actually like the 10-minute restart thing?
Oh god, yes. Okay, now I can restart Han. Now I can get my Han sound back. Yes, thank you.
Oh, this is funny. I wonder if the same thing happened with SG versus Cole, since they're all on the same computers.
Their game is paused, so it's a possibility.
Is it paused over there as well?
Yeah, it's paused.
Oh man, Sender, this is a hell of a way to start day 2, man. Just having some fun. ITS, of course, knowing that their stay is not going to be long-lived here. In the group stage, at least, they're going to be coming out pretty far down. So just having some fun at this point.
Aren't pretty much all matches remaining just a formality?
Unless it's pretty much just for seeding.
Yeah.
At this point, it is pretty much decided. The only way that we can have a change-up in our top 4 versus bottom 4 is if Complexity loses to stayGreen, Complexity loses to Impunity, and then Complexity loses to Myth S2Y. They have to lose all 3 of those in order to be dropped into the bottom 4.
To be honest, that's not without possibility. I mean, Myth S2Y and Impunity have shown moments of brilliance, but it is a very low possibility, to be honest.
Yeah, I would agree.
But it could happen. It could. Maybe B-Kid just falls asleep on his computer and never wakes up, or something like crazy like that. But
I've seen B-Kid sleep before. It's
oh, don't even get me started.
Sleep Kid.
I used to be the first person that I would have to call him every day to get him up for scrims and tournaments.
Oh my God, Sender, when I was in Vegas, I spent my entire, I spent 3 days just knocking on doors and calling people, just trying to get everybody up for matches, dude.
I've been there, don't worry.
Gotta get everyone up. It's gamers, man. Gamers like to stay up late and sleep in.
Nah, man, it's the Pacific players.
Yeah, that's true. Well, 11.5 minutes in, the total number of towers down. It's somewhere in the range of 14. Yes.
So, what was Minut's doing for the first 5 or so minutes of this game? Because he was like, when I tuned in, he was like level 4.
Minut's, Haxerin, and Fitzky were holding down the defense in the middle lane. They actually picked up 2 kills middle lane against 5 and denied both towers.
Not bad.
So, yeah, not bad at all.
Zai's running that Elder Parasite after Alchemist Bones build. Very good. You know, he's going to be putting in the right clicks, a lot of attack speed going, you know.
Yeah, the attack and movement speed definitely going to be doing some work. Oh, well.
I've never seen the light brand on Polywog Priest before.
Oh, I think it's just because we haven't seen a Polywog Priest since the patch 3.1 came out.
True.
Definitely a hero that he's received a few nerfs, and some would argue some unnecessary nerfs.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with that one.
The recent changes to both the Electric Jolt as well as the Voodoo Wards make him a little bit less competitive, and we are going to go ahead and unpause the game. Looks like Limp is reconnecting, as is Love and Stuff. Minut's still offline.
I'm confused.
What's up?
Did ITS just say we're gonna concede in 3 minutes? Because I have 3 people reconnecting, and why is the game being unpaused?
I don't think they said that, but I think both teams said.
Implied?
Yeah, both teams said let's make this a fast game. I want to go watch Cole versus SG. Just kind of odd, to say the least, when you are in a competitive environment and you're being flown around the world to compete in a tournament. But
well, I mean, I understand ITS's point of view. It's kind of like morally, you know, not the right thing to do morally, but you know, they're already tilted incredibly, and they already know if they weren't tilted, they wouldn't beat this team. So to them, it makes sense, and you know, whatever, I suppose.
Yeah, it happens on occasion, but with the third set of racks probably going to be opened up here in just a second. Things aren't looking so hot for the boys from Russia. Defensive tower going to drop relatively quickly. Polywog Priest going to hold on to the wards, probably going to look for a trap before he places those in this area between the racks, and will try to go right now. There's the ward trap onto Balfagor. Wild Soul going to be taking a lot of pressure. Zephyr brings down the Wild Soul. Balfagor goes down. Elemental Void going to catch Warbeast and Pyromancer. They both drop. Soul Reaper level 5 going to be trying to run away. A quad kill so far for Haxerin, and he's looking for more. Rally is going pretty deep. Dive in the tier 4 towers. Haxerin also going to be trying to get out of there. Zai will teleport out right behind a tree. I don't know how they didn't see him. Love and Stuff times out now. Maybe he's been hit by the Windows Update monster. But the racks, looks like they're going to get cleared out here in just a second. Limp taking a lot of pressure and is going to go down. Haxerin was able to pick up the Savage Stick Streak, though, killing Balfagor one more time. The melee racks do survive for now. But as those spells are used, Pyromancer in some trouble. Defensive Stormcloud is going to go up. That's actually offensive Stormcloud. Soyper and Pyromancer both going to drop here at the hands of the Bird. And once again, Sender is wrong. The Bird makes a return here at Dreamhack Summer 2013.
Please stop. Please stop. First game was a sham. This is also a sham.
Well, the racks are all cleaned up here. One more set of range tracks. Will they go for Mega Creeps or for the Throne? I'm not quite sure at this point, but either way, iTS is going to fall to 0 and 5 in just a moment. And stayGreen EU going to go up to 5 and 0, bringing their perfect streak all the way, and just 2 more games to actually exit the groups perfect. Zephyr going to take a demonic execution, but he does not even care. I don't know what else to say about this game, Sunday.
I mean, the game's it's over. I mean, they're gonna push, and they're gonna keep respawning, and they're gonna keep dying. They're too far underleveled. They have so much less gold, and you know the Bird is too strong. Even though I said it was dead, you just can't stop the Bird.
You can't. You absolutely cannot. The Sacrificial Shrine gonna be going down here. It's 15 minutes, so ITS could concede. Polywog Priest Ward's gonna be dropped. Bless goes down. Metal Man gets the hell on Neworth off. And Polywog Priest does die in the well. Love and Stuff is not even reconnected. So we're going to be gusted back.
I would just love for Nova to say shout out to Dota 2 right now.
Oh
no. Dang it. Alright, well.
GG, well played. No GG's coming out of ITS, man. They are sour at this point. Not exactly happy about the situation that they're put in, and well, who can blame them at this point, Sender? They're in a pretty rough spot.
Nope, cannot blame them. You know, sometimes you just can't do anything, and you know the game's over.
It is. So, stayGreen goes up to 5 and 0. ITS down to 0 and 5, and it's assured now that they will be. I think it was before that they will be in the bottom 4, but. They're still going to be looking for hopefully one win, maybe against an easier team later on today, trying to make sure that they don't go in that 8th spot into the groups to play against the number 5 team in the lower bracket. But we'll have to see. Their next matchup is, in fact, going to be, let me pull up the schedule page here. Their next matchup is, in fact, going to be against Impunity, the other team currently sitting at 0 and 5. Oh, no. They have KFG first. And then Impunity. So their last 2 opponents here for ITS are 2 of the weaker teams.
Mm-hmm. You know, those are definitely teams they have the best shots of beating. So, you know, maybe everything will work out for them. Maybe they'll bring back some morale and pull it together for last couple of games, just, you know, for some pride factor.
Yeah, I'd definitely like to see them at least bring home one game. You don't want to see anybody go home and what do they call it, Owen. And Owen with
What?
0 kill. When you're like 0 and 12, you're an Owen?
Huh.
Come on. In this
Yeah, I
case,
have no idea what you're talking about.
you know what, Sender? I'm done with you. All right, guys, that is going to do it for our first match of the day. stayGreen.EU going to be taking it over iTS. Make sure to head over to honcast.com right now and check out Complexity versus stayGreen on the big stage. And we will, of course, have Vedcast, a Skypecast provided by Team stayGreen over at twitch.tv/Team stayGreen if you want to listen into that. We will be back with our next match in 45 minutes from now. And that one is, in fact, going to be iTS versus Kung Fu Gaming. So make sure to tune into that and see who's going to come out on top. The 1-3 Kung Fu Gaming versus the 0-5 iTS. Coming up next with Colecast, Beef, and Sender. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll be back.